Hi, Dan Westerveld again for Superticket. Welcome back to part 2. This is going to give you a little more detail on the Superticket game, the prizes that are involved, our value-added features, and let me start you off with how the game is actually played. It's very, very simple in its essence. Let me show you the card, and let me show you 4 possible dots on that card. As you see those dots, you will see underneath that there are numbers. Those are your scores. How do you play the game? You scratch off that dot and you score it down below. You scratch it and score it. Just like a regular golf card, nothing complex about it. Keep in mind, this is a all luck, random distribution of these numbers kind of game, so it doesn't really matter how you scratch it off, as long as the numbers are readable. I will caution you to scratch off only one per hole, because if you take more than one off, you have to take the higher of the two. Now, it also says the winner of this particular game gets a vacation. Well, what's that look like? Well, every package that we send out comes with one of these, and it is your vacation certificate for 2. It gives you all the details, all the different venues that you're qualified to go and visit. It's a very simple operation once again. Now, the next question is, how do you handle a tie? What happens if you have 2 low scores for the same game? The answer is you put the 2 cards side to side, and you go hole to hole. You go 18, okay, is that score tied? Fine, the low score wins. 17, low score wins. 16, low score wins. Excuse me, very simple. When you reach the first definitive low score, there's your game winner. Now, since this is strictly a matter of luck, and it really is because all those numbers are randomly distributed, we have developed something that we call concierge golf. And it's not about making reservations for you. Rather, it is about, as these players are coming through, you have a lot of people coming through registration in a very short period of time, so you have bunches of people. What we like to do is move them through, and at the same time give them an option to have one of our volunteers actually play that game for them. Because it's all a matter of luck, all we need is for them to put their name and email on the back, printed, so we see their name when we pull it for the $100,000 shootout, and literally let them go on. We have volunteers that'll play for you. You've paid, we'll do the work, you go ahead. We call it concierge golf. People love that concept. 99% of the people that we talk to about it say, yes, absolutely. If it's all just a matter of luck, go ahead and take it. It's not a problem. So, we're helping the golfers move through that line quickly, getting them to their arrival gifts, and at the same time, we're performing a service for them that they may or may not have time to do. If they do want to, however, we have set up a game table about 8 feet away, and it's in your instructions, and what we do then is we send them to that game table and ask them to put it in the basket so that when we draw for the $100,000 shootout, their cards are involved. The danger with letting people walk off with these cards is they may not complete it and get it into that pile, so that they may not be qualified for the $100,000 shootout. Thus, they're missing a part of the value they're paying for. Next thing I'd like to tell you about is the Razor Golf Certificate. And the Razor Golf is actually a very interesting company. They have just licensed an entire line of clubs to Callaway. These particular clubs, by the way, are made in the same factory as the TaylorMade clubs in China. The Razor Hybrid, which is included in your package, for $29.99. If you go to Callaway, it's $159.99. If you buy a set of the irons, which the other thing is the 50-degree wedge, if you went to buy a set of irons, $6.99 for the low end, $8.99 for the high end, and that's not necessarily graphite shafts. So realistically, your $29.99 is buying you at least $100, $120 worth of value in terms of clubs. We hate to say it that way, but in fact that is true. So once again, the perception of value is very much reinforced by the fact that you have a certificate in your hand that for $29.99, shipping only, will get you this golf club. The next thing I'd like to talk to you about is the pricing of the Superticket. This is a sensitive issue, especially in today's market, because money is tight, and recreational dollars are even more difficult to come by. So what we've done is we've taken surveys over the years and come up with the absolute sweet spot for these things, given the value package that we're presenting to golfers, and it's usually $40. If you're going in at $30, you're a little less, and it makes it less credible as far as the value. If you're going at $50, you're a little too high price. So again, $40 is your sweet spot. And may I please tell you, do take credit cards, because even though golfers may have a lot of money in their pocket, that handing over cash on tournament day, there's just something about that that just doesn't rub right. If you can give it to them on a credit card, let them put it on with their registration on their credit card, home free, and you'll increase your sales by about 30%. And while I'm talking about price, excuse me, I need to talk to you a little bit about the beer mulligan program, because a lot of tournaments, even the high-end ones, say, oh, we have our own mulligan program, we do this, we don't really want to have an outside vendor involved. Here's the problem. Your mulligan programs, even for your high-end tournaments, you're really selling air. And without other value factors brought in to support that perception, you're going to lose some of your golfers. So please consider this seriously, because what we do, we take all of the things that you have in your contest, entry into all your contests, we add our value added features on top, plus the vacation, and we're selling it to you for $10. But we're selling it to you only after, we're only invoicing you after we have these things back and have verified the account in our factory. Now that raises another interesting point, which is that we're very local. We're very able to respond in a short period of time to your needs. So what we need from you is basically what games you want to put into this, what the title of your tournament is, your logo if you'd like it on there, and the price that you want to charge. We'll do the rest. We'll ship them out. We'll actually give you a return shipping label to send them back. So this is a total on consignment, no risk deal for you. And what we want to do is make sure that you understand that you have all these benefits that are literally being handed to you just for the sake of saying yes. And that's really, really what we'd like you to do, is to consider this and say yes to it. Try it once, because once you have, the tournaments that have tried it once absolutely come back and back and back and back. They never say no again. So to recap, the GTSs are exclusive. You can only get it from us. It's the most potent fundraising mulligan program we've ever seen in our 10 years of being in business. Why is it potent? Because we put value-added features in along with your tournament games. You've got the Racer certificate, you've got the Golfsmith certificate, and you've got the Vacation for Two included on top of a $10,000 shootout, all provided for $10 that we don't even bill you for until after you've sent these back. So realistically, this is the best $10 value that you can get out there, and especially since it'll bring in usually $2,000 to $3,000 in that first hour of registration. My name is Dan Westerveld. I'd like you to call me if you have any questions at 949-888-0066. My email, Dan, capital D-A-N, at gtsgolftomsammy59.com. Please send me emails or my cell phone, 714-349-3449. They're all good numbers. We recommend that you purchase these, or at least order these in advance, because what we can do is we can send these over to you in JPEG form so that you can put on your website and promote these and pre-sell them with your other registrations. So very good idea. Please get in touch with me. Let me know how I can help you. Dan Westerville for Golf Tournament Specialist. I got to go. We're out of time, and I will see you on the course. Thanks for listening.